Alright guys, started vlogging a bit late today actually, mainly because we were at my daughter's house last night and I've just had to go back there. And it's not a real long trip, but it's like, you know, by the time I get home I'll have done sort of like an hour out of the house and probably a round trip of between 40 and 50 miles, but still annoying. And all it was, I'd forgotten one of the wife's medications that's to be kept in the fridge, and it was our last bottle, so I was just getting some more picked up on Monday I think. It was our last bottle, so I had to go back and get it. So that's where I've been. And this road's terrible. I'm coming through a village called Bransburton, and it's absolutely terrible for traffic. It's quite a busy road actually, considering the size of it. But yeah, there's quite a bit of sort of localised flooding around. And this morning I heard to start with some dripping in my daughter's dining room. Fortunately she doesn't own the house, she does rent it, therefore it's not a problem, but it's still annoying when you've got water dripping all over your dining room floor. So I've had a quick look. It looks like it's the gully on the house roof, and it's leaking. But we've got some localised flooding as well, so I went that way on it. It's sort of like a small shortcut that takes you down past a jet ski park, and I suppose that should sort of give you a bit of a warning really, shouldn't it? There's a big lake next to the road. But it was, one of them was quite deep, and there was a 4-track went through in front of me. I can't remember what it was now. It was a big 4-track anyway, went through, and it was sort of like hitting his belly pan. So I was a little worried, and I thought, and then I looked, there was a Jag had come through behind me, and he was sort of like, he was making like he was going to go through, so I went for it. And then there's a little bit just here actually it's gotten quite a bit shallower. It was about double the depth on the way through before. So yeah, it's but this one it was worrying. So, you know, just do what you can, don't you? Don't take your foot off the pedal. Whatever you do, don't take your foot, otherwise you'll suck water up the exhaust. If you go too fast, you end up with water going in through your air intake. So steady away, keep your foot on the throttle. And I got through all right anyway, and so did the Jag behind me actually, who was going to the same place, the same village as me, which actually isn't that far from what's it called? Rise Hall. It's that place that Sarah Beanie owns. You know, I think it was on TV. She got a load of local builders to come round and help repair the place up and bring it up to scratch, because she uses it for wedding functions and stuff like that, which is where my daughter was going to have her wedding reception, but it was a little on the pricey side for what you got, and you couldn't get enough people in, so we went for something somewhere else in the end. But these roads are just terrible with water at the minute. So anyway, that's me rambling on. So how's it going for you lot? Good, I hope. Hope you haven't had as much rain as we have. It's been bloody horrible. We had a bit of thunderstorm earlier as well. And so anyway, the wife's at home, and I'll be back there in about 15 minutes probably. Right. Come on. Like I say, these roads are terrible. There's one a bit further on actually, you get literally just round the bend and you have to watch out for cattle being driven across, because they literally get driven across there so many times a day for the milking. And I'm not sure when his evening time is, because of course, you know, they have to do it on a Sunday as well. Because I know I once got a car up my arse around there actually, some young lad in a car that was probably a little overpowered for him in some kind of a Volvo, and I looked in the mirror because I knew he was coming, and I let my brakes off just in case he did hit me, because I didn't want to get the full force of a braked whiplash. So just stopped in time. He looked like he was sweating and shitting himself, to be honest, actually. Looking at his age, I dare say it was his dad's car. Yeah, it's just round this bend here, actually. You can get just round it, and sometimes there's cattle coming across the road. No, there's not now. That's good. Because you can be waiting there for ages. And, yeah, so I've still got my video to do, actually, for the Nokia Lumia. I'm going to do a video, probably me in front of the camera. It's probably going to be the best way to go about it, and just, I don't think I'm really going to go on about all the technical specs and all that crap. So I mean, you all know, it's got Gorilla Glass 2, Snapdragon processor, and you can go on forever waffling all that sort of stuff. So I just thought I'd mainly sort of talk about how I've got on with it. So I mean, I've still got that to do, but I will sit down and do that. It's probably going to end up tomorrow night after work now when I'll do that. It's looking quite sunny over there, actually, towards my village. And then we've got the canal. As soon as I get around this bend, I'll be running alongside the Driffield Canal system. People, even I, as a young teenager, actually did some fishing in there. And you used to get like little trout out of it, stuff like that. It's where you can just come along and get yourself a day ticket. You used to get it from the post office in the village, like so. Skern, another village name. My school bus used to go through there. Yeah, it's quite a network of roads around this area, I tell you. How that thing's still alive, I don't know. It's like, basically, it's like the bark of an old oak tree. The middle of it's completely hollow. Because we used to climb inside it when we got bored with the fishing. But yeah, it's quite strange, really. It's got holes in it, and you stick your face through a hole. But we used to climb right up it and climb back down the inside. And I suppose on the inside it's probably about, I don't know, 3 foot across, something like that. But yeah, it still grows. It's still got greenery and what have you actually growing out the outside of it. So how it's still alive, I do not know. It's obviously got it has got a well-watered root system. It's sitting right next to a canal, I suppose. So that'll be why. Oh dear. So yeah, this is it. I'm almost in my village, thank God. I mean, how long has that taken me? That's, by the time I'm home, that'll have taken about 20 to 25 minutes coming back. So yeah, that's how I've got home. I've done the best part of an hour round trip. And yeah, probably getting on for somewhere around the 40 miles I've done there and back. So that's how far it is. But it's yeah, it's terrible bloody roads, that's all. And even the bottom end of this village is a nightmare for parked vehicles. Yeah, we've actually got a railway station as well. That's a railway platform. The stations around here all closed years ago. In fact, I can't think if there's a village station open at all on this line. It's the Hull to Scarborough line. I don't think there's any. Oh, Driffield's still got a ticket office, I think, although it's only open so many hours. So mainly now, on that line, you buy your ticket on the train. Haven't used it for years, like. I haven't used it for a long time, that rail system. Finally back in the village. Got the mere on my right here. And some swans. There's a couple of swans out. Cygnets must have all fledged by now, I think. Bottom of my street. So often I go out the bottom way. Normally I go out the top for the town, off to work. Oh great, now I've got a taxi coming down. He's pulling up. This one. She's got to be one of the most annoying women around. She parked her bloody Audi right across from my driveway. I should be the first to complain when somebody sticks a dent in it for her. And there we go. Home again. I'll catch you guys later. But, wonderful weather. I'll just put kettle on. So yeah, that's pretty much how it's been on and off all day. I just had to go out again actually, because I have a thing that's basically stood there all through the summer. Is me, your brolly thing, your patio table, and it stood in the sand all summer. And it's the first time I've come back, and it's across the garden in the grass, absolutely soaking wet. So I've just picked that up and put it in the shed to dry out. So wonderful weather, absolutely bloody awful. So yeah, basically that's my day. What time is it now? 7:15. It feels a lot later than that actually. It's probably just with it being a bit darker and more overcast because of the clouds and what have you. I've just been catching up on a bit of YouTube actually because I missed most of yesterday. Nice to see CJ, Creative Geek. Nice to see he's put one up. Been a long time since I've seen a video from him, so that was good. Just left him a comment and clicked the like button for him. And yeah, so I'm just sort of like slowly sort of working my way up through all my subscriptions basically. Finish writing on my blog post. Actually, some of you may have noticed I actually accidentally sent it live, I think. When was it? Yesterday afternoon. Yeah, yesterday afternoon I'd been working on it. I was writing something. I hadn't finished it. Because I don't want to finish it until I've got this final video done, which I'm going to do tomorrow night. And I wanted to add that in. And I can't remember what happened. There was a lot going on in the room at the time, and you know how like when things start to mess with your head. And I just wanted to, before you actually send it live, you can sort of have a look at it and see how it looks on the web page. And that was what I wanted to do. I wanted to preview it, and instead of clicking preview, I clicked post, send it live sort of thing. And I was like, as soon as I'd done it, I thought, oh, never, shit. So I had to quickly go and delete it from all my social media sites and everything. And of course I use IFT as well and stuff like that to help sort of like post it out. So it was a bit of a nightmare sort of rushing around getting it all done and then sending it back to being a draft. So some of you may have actually just started to read it. So actually let me know if any of you did see it. It'd be quite interesting. But yeah, it will go live probably by the middle of next week, something like that. So, and obviously I'll make sure that I give ArtConnects a shout out because it was them that sent me the Windows Phone out to review, which I'm very grateful for because I've actually really enjoyed it. But anyway, I'm going to leave this there, guys, and I will catch up with you maybe next weekend. I mean, I know it's Vader, but I'm not going to go in for doing it every day. But yeah, I'll catch you in the next one anyway, guys. All right, take care. See ya.